What's poppin', everybody? This is Sabro44. We're gonna show our first game of the new format with my Malamar Necrozma GX with the changes that I showed you guys in the deck list, and we're gonna see if it has a good little flow or if it's at least solid enough for the new format. Like I've said, the float stones isn't actually the biggest problem. The biggest problem is cards like Trainer's Mail, losing Sycamore, which drew us a lot of cards but acted as an important discard outlet too. So let's see. So I mulligan. Not a good start because, you know, I really don't want to give my opponent a free card on top of uh, what it's basically the state of the format where we don't really have a lot of consistency. Every card helps, and of course that applied before too, but even more so now because I really feel like people are going to lose to themselves because of their trainer skeletons. They're probably thinking that they're just going to add in the Tate and Lizis and that's just going to be it. But no, it's drawing 5, shuffle and draw 5 is not that good. There's a reason Shauna and those sort of cards didn't see play when cards like N were around. Okay. And then when she did saw play, it wasn't really that good. Anyway, so I open up with a Deoxys. This is actually a good thing to open with because it's one of the earlier attackers, I guess. Not as good as Hooba, of course, but it could give me that early attack. I mean, Necrozma GX here can kill me in one hit, but it is what it is. But it's also good because I have the escape board. Put that on it immediately, and Deoxys acts like a pivot in this deck too, more so than an attacker. Okay, so my opponent goes for the Lily play first turn. This is how it's going to be now. It's not going to be the Brigitte. It's going to be Lily. Lily is going to be the new turn 1 play people are going to want to use. I mean, I've been doing it since forever anyway. So I know how good that play is. I know how good Lily is. But people favored playing the bench Pokemon first, not drawing a lot of cards. I was the opposite. But now people are going to have to use Lily anyway. They're probably going to realize themselves how good she is. So my opponent has a solid turn 1 start. It goes to show you with Lily. Has the Inkays, played on a Oranguru too, so his bench is almost full. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my Mystery Treasure, and we're going to grab Giratina here. And I actually have a Lily play too. With Giratina, I'm going to play the Psychic Energies down, and we're going to actually be able to thin our hand completely, minus the Malamar there. So we're going to draw a lot of cards with Lily. And I'm off to a very great start too. I would say an even better start than my opponent. So let's see, we're going to grab our own Lily, the original one from Sun and Moon. So yeah, going back to back so far. He did his play, I'm doing my play. So let's see what I'm going to get with my Lily. And we get our Oricorio. Good. See this early, get those Psychic Energies, and then I can discard them. And I actually did consider running things like a Mimikyu as well, as opposed to in the place of Deoxys or in the place of Oricorio. Just a nice little tech attacker that could draw you cards. But I don't like its HP, you know, it's slow. So Oricorio is the way to go. We need a way to add energies. So I'm going to use another Mystery Treasure, get an NK out. And both of our benches mine is going to be full, his is almost full. But you guys can see, like, we both have a Tapu Lele GX there. I have my Oricorio. He has the Oranguru, I suppose. And I have more attackers. He has more NKs. So we're going to see how this plays out. So attach a Psychic Energy, manually attach one to the Necrozma GX, and I retreated to the Oricorio. Just leave this decoy active there. Once Oricorio does its job, I really don't need it, so I'm going to promote it there. If you're going to knock something out, just get that out of the way while I'm setting up. And I don't really need it. It gives me space on the bench. Deoxys, of course, has the skateboard on. It's more useful. So my opponent's going to straight up use Tate and Liza, and as you guys can see, you shuffle in 5 to draw 5. You know, how good is that going to do? I mean, okay, he got the pieces evolving into Malamar there, but it's not always going to work out like that. I suppose maybe that's where Oranguru comes in. He's going to Ultra Ball there and draw cards that way, and maybe people are going to start doing that. Use Ultra Balls and Mystery Treasures more freely so they could draw cards with the Ranguru that way. I could see that becoming a thing. Like what he did now is going to draw 3 cards. But, you know, you guys can see his bench now is full. And what do you got? You got 2 Malamars, only 1 alternate Necrozma GX, and then Don makes a Necrozma GX, which in my opinion isn't supposed to be a main attacker anyway. It's supposed to be like a backup thing. Alright, so let's see. Psychic Recharge. He's gonna attach a Psychic Energy to Don makes a Necrozma GX. It seems he's favoring that Pokemon. So 2 of those, and attach a Lightning, or actually not a Lightning, I thought it was a Beast Energy, but it's actually the Union Energy, whatever the fuck it is. The energy that gives you Lightning, Metal, it's just 3 different types. Okay, so he knocks me out. No problem. Got that guy out of the way. So right now what I really want to see is just 1 Psychic Energy. If we see 1 Psychic Energy, Giratina or even Necrozma GX can finish the job. So I'm going to thin my hand as much as possible. We're going to play it on our stadium even though it can help our opponent. Play the Choice Band, play the other Necrozma GX even though that should have been a spot for another NK. And draw 6 cards with Cynthia. And lucky for me, I do see at least 1 Psychic card. That was a close one. But this is what I'm talking about with the flow of the deck. This is how I play this deck, how I play Rayborn stuff. You really just want to leave it to luck in a way, but not necessarily leave it completely to luck. It's just you want to thin your deck, play cards in your deck, draw through your deck, so then when you play supporters, you have the stuff you need. You don't need to rely on things like Octillery and Ranguru. You know, this is how I play these decks anyway. So we managed to get the cards, very, very good, and Giratina Prism is going to get an easy knockout. I have the prize lead, so I'm very much in control here. I only have 1 Malamar out, but I do have a few Psychic Energies in play, and we can actually get another KO with Necrozma GX or even Giratina, depending on what he does. So I'm not looking too bad. We have a hand here now filled with supporters. I have 1 Psychic Energy, which is what I really want. And, you know, things are looking good. I can't really complain. I'm basically in control here. I promoted Tapulele GX, preparing the Necrozma GX there, and plays down a Mimikyu. Yeah, this is a good tech. I considered running it as well. But, I don't know. I really don't know about using the first turn to draw cards, having a 70 HP Pokemon there. And, you know, you can't really always copy good attacks. So he's going to use Guzma, pull Necrozma GX. Okay, that's fine and dandy if you want to do that. And he's going to use B-String. I really don't know why the hell he did that. He grabbed a bunch of Psychic Energies, but he had enough to get the KO, I think. So he just discarded more, I guess. He wanted more of them in the discard pile. I wanted to just use that, thin his deck. That might be a thing. Might be why he did that. But, you know, he gets the KO Necrozma GX, but it's no problem. I have Giratina, and since he still has a Choice Band, all I really have to do is just attach an energy with Malamar, manually attach the other Psychic Energy, and I have another KO. So we're close to prizes. I have the lead, and I'm going to use this opportunity to grab another NK with Nest Ball. We should get at least another Malamar out. I got to get more out. So by next turn, hopefully we see that. And let's see, now I actually have a tough option. What do we use? Do we use Volkner to grab something? Do we use, well, obviously we're not going to use Tate and Liza. Do we use Cynthia to shuffle and draw, or do I just use Looker and straight draw 3? It's very interesting. And I think we're just going to use Cynthia. If you have Cynthia, you should use it. These guys are basically like backup, like I've said. Cynthia is the best supporter right now. Okay, so I see the Malamar, we see Psychic Energy, we see the Acrobike. I'm not even going to play that right now. So I'm not looking too bad. Maybe actually I should have used Acrobikes. Dig in for Guzma. Might be something good right now. I only need 2 prizes, and we should have everything we need once we get the Malamar out. Okay, so 2 more prizes from me. So Now that I have, or he has more, he can use the GX attack of Necrozma GX, which is annoying when you don't have Guzma. And this is what he's going to do now. He doesn't really have anything else to rely on. Uh, doesn't really have any other attacker worth anything, really. He could have used maybe Mimikyu. That might not have been a bad idea. But I guess he decides to go with the GX attack. So now he attaches the Beast Energy. So he will be able to get the knockout here. Damn it. Let's see. Is he going to be able to get the knockout? Oh yeah, he can because it's Moon Eclipse GX. He can get the knockout anyway without add-ons. So 210 Giratina goes to the discard pile, but he did well. He got his 2 prizes. Excellent work, Giratina. So now I basically don't have much of a choice. If I don't see Guzma, I can't finish him off. If I did, then I could have finished him off. So I'm going to use Nespal to basically grab something just to thin the deck. So maybe if we use Acropike, we see the Guzma and get my own Dynamics Necrozma GX, I suppose. I wish we could have used our GX attack, but we can't. This might make myself immune. And I use Acrobike. I actually should have used the other cards in hand too. Ultra Ball and Mystery Treasure to thin more cards, but yeah, I did a pretty stupid thing here. So I'm in control here, but we still can't damage the Dynamics Necrozma GX. So since I didn't see Guzma, I had to, you know, accept that, okay, he gets another free turn basically. You know, if he does something like Guzma, he still doesn't win because he doesn't have an attacker, unless he puts a choice band on Necrozma. But I'm going to make a really stupid thing anyway, and it's going to be a wrap. I'm thinking, okay, since I can't fucking do any damage, the only damage I can do is through fucking Necrozma GX's GX attack. So I'm thinking, okay, since I can't damage the active, might as well, let's just soften up the Tapu Lele GX just in case something happens and I pull an attack on it, whatever. But it was a really stupid thing because not only was it unnecessary, I have the resources to get a one-hit knockout. If I promote Necrozma GX, he can kill me with weakness. I completely forgot about that. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but maybe I was high. I definitely did that thing though. We're gonna promote Necrozma GX here and use the GX attack, and I'm basically just gonna do 100 damage on the Tapu Lele GX, only to get myself knocked out next turn. Completely forgetting that Necrozma GX is weak to Psychic. So I did a really stupid move here. Maybe I had game. He wasn't going to be able to win next turn. And then next turn I was going to have game, maybe. But I did this stupid thing and basically handed my own ass the loss. So anyways, this was a good test run though. You guys have seen that this deck has a decent flow with the deck list I made. Of course, we're going to show more example games. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. Sabro24, what's up?